It's weird with two.
I know this is going to be really, really. This may be
it's weird doing the gay thing with two.
Usually we have 4 guys, grown men, saying gay together. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 45 of the DudeComedy podcast. And we're at an all-time low, or we could consider it a high since we got rid of the deadbeats. It's just me and Kyle. There's just 2 of us. Burns, I don't even know where he is. He's on some kind
that's what I was gonna say. We don't fucking even know what Burns do. We know I have evidence that Colby is actually on a cruise for a bachelor party, but Burns never gave us an explanation of literally anything what he was doing.
No, he doesn't really let us know what's going on in that private. I really, honestly, I think there's a girlfriend. I think there's a girlfriend, and I don't think he wants to tell us about her because he doesn't want her to be subjected to being roasted constantly.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to ask you. I said we should sit here for
30 minutes,
for 10 minutes and figure out what the fuck Burns. I swear he's probably just at the fair with his grandma. That would be my best guess. Or he kind of seems like one of those dudes that's like, you know, those like you ever just. I mean, I don't particularly watch porn much, but I've seen quite a few in my day. But you know where there's like just a massive bukkake party and there's these fucking just super creepy dudes. Not saying that Burns is creepy, but I think he's at a fucking bukkake party and he's just the awkward dude in like the background that's like trying super hard to like somewhat jerk off to like what's going on, but it's kind of weird, but who knows?
Oh, he could be at the bukkake party, but he's the one in the back corner selling the meth to all the dudes. Jerking off too.
I could also see that, but like realistically, he's probably like at the fair with his parents for the weekend.
You don't think he's at some kind of like hockey anonymous retreat, like some kind of super fan club where they go out in the woods and they just confess their love for hockey, like they get naked with their hockey sticks and stuff, and just I don't know.
I mean, could. It is, what is it? They're going to be on game 6. The Penguins are up 3-2.
Hell of a series.
He could be just going on a fucking weekend bender, hockey bender with drugs. And
he just lied to
sticks.
us. And he's like, I'm not going to have any responsibilities. Can't do the podcast. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, realistically, he's probably sitting at his house right now.
Yeah, I agree. Fuck you, Burns. And Colby, you're on a cruise. Where's he on a cruise to?
Next, I think it's just the typical Mexico cruise,
Cozumel,
like
Bahama, whatever.
Well, they leave at a Long Beach, so it's like I think it's. I went on a similar. I think they go to like Puerto Vallarta. No, one of them, but it's probably gonna. I was supposed to go or invited to go, but I've been on a handful of cruises and it's always been like the same fucking boat and. There's really not much to do besides eat really good food and
I've
like,
never been on a cruise. I heard the food's amazing though.
Oh, you would love it, dude. The fucking so they like you can literally all the food stands and everything like all over the ship are pretty much open 24/7 or not 24/7, but like from like morning time till they close at night, and then they leave some like open late, so you can get like a hot dog or a fucking toasted bagel whenever you want, pretty much.
Right.
And then they got. Like the dinners, which most people don't know, is like they actually have some like pretty like classy dinners and some really like some like different stuff you probably don't see that often. But the ticket is on a cruise; it's all inclusive. So when you order dinner, like you can literally order one of everything. You know,
you can eat like, whatever you want. You could literally order a plate of everything.
Yeah, so like during like because you order, you know, it's like a 3-course meal, and when you order your entrees, and you just say, hey, I want this, that you can get literally you can get as much as you want, you know. But most people are like, and a lot of times the portions are a little bit small, so that's why, you know, I just went to town, and then dessert they got like their chocolate melting cakes or whatever, and those are probably the worst thing I've ever had.
Is that like a molten lava cake?
Yeah, with the ice cream,
hot chocolate in the middle,
but like an actual like truly like good one,
right?
Because I mean, you can get them from like Fred Meyer and shit or whatever, Safeway, but it's not the same on the cruise, man. It was, yeah.
Don't they have like a night where you're supposed to dress up, like a formal night? or something like that. I've seen T. Martin go on. He goes on a cruise like every 2 weeks, and they have like where they have to dress up with like his girl's in a dress and he's in like formal suit and tie or whatever.
Yeah, they do. They have formal, and then I mean some of the nights it's kind of somewhat formal every night, but they have like a true like formal night. But I remember last time one of the last nights we were there, they just set these big vases of water on the table, so everybody can just get their own damn water. And I ended up just getting fucked up, taking the vase of water. They have like a little club on the ship, so I was just drinking out of this huge vase of water all night, like in the club, fucking just wearing a white T-shirt with like wet shirt, the whole like.
They didn't care.
They can get pretty crazy. Yeah, somebody finally came and was like, "Hey, you can't have that on the dance floor." And I'm like, "Oh, sorry," and yeah, that was that.
I need to go on a cruise. Never been on a cruise.
It's cool. It's cool going with a bunch of buddies and stuff. The first time I went on was my honeymoon, and it's cool because they actually have like events. They have like an auditorium and like a stage and like events and stuff like that. It's kind of weird. It's like its own like ecosystem,
Right.
But we played bingo, me and Rachel, and they had this huge auditorium. There's probably like 1,000, 1,500 people in there. And we're playing bingo in front of everybody, and it was blackout, so you had to get 2 bingos on one sheet. And so in front of everybody, they call out like G6, and she looked at it and she goes, "Oh, wow." And she stands up and she screams bingo. And so I just followed her lead. I'm like, "Fuck yeah, bingo." Like, yeah. They put this huge spotlight on us, and then they're like the guy with the microphone's like asking us. He's like, so he's going through all the letters, and she kind of looks down and she realizes like, oh, we don't have that letter, like, so we didn't actually have it. And so with this fucking huge spotlight on us, we're like, sorry, like it was like super uncomfortable. I don't even think we were. Yeah, we didn't drink really on our honeymoon, so it's not like we were drunk and could laugh it off. It was like just a super awkward situation.
And that's probably like the true bingo enthusiasts were like, how could you?
Yeah, but then like 2 minutes later, some lady literally right next to us did the same exact thing on blackout, and she stood up and screamed bingo, and she didn't have it. So yeah, it could have been worse.
Totally redeemed yourself. Do you watch game 3 of the NBA?
I watched like the first half, but then I had softball. But I texted Colby, even though it was somewhat close at half. I'm like, dude, this shit's fucking over. Like, there's no way that Cleveland is going to beat. There's not going to be a game. There's a slim chance there's a game 5, but like, they're too damn good.
No, they threw their best punch. They gave it all they had. I think that was their best shot. Because Kyrie and LeBron played like gods.
Yeah, there's literally like people like to laugh at LeBron every time he loses a championship, and like Stephen A. Smith is like, we're never gonna hear the arguments over. Like, he ain't the greatest of all time. Right. He ain't no Michael Jordan. Like, well, no fucking shit. He's not Michael Jordan because he doesn't have like 3 Hall of Famers on his damn team. Like, they can't play defense, and like LeBron literally is doing everything he can, and it's that's why I kind of get annoyed at the whole like greatest of all time argument, because it's not one fucking guy,
Right.
Like, one guy can get you to the playoffs, but one guy can't win a championship, and basically they have one fucking guy. I mean, Kevin Love sucks.
Kyrie, when Kyrie shows up, he's a game changer, but even if you have 2 guys, you're going up against 4 potential Hall of Famers.
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
you can't. It's not a matter of they're not good. It's a matter of you're outclassed. There's just too much firepower. So, do you think that the Cavaliers bring in another superstar to stack? And if so, who do you think it would be? I don't think it would be Westbrook, because that would take Kyrie's spot.
Yeah, no, I don't think that would even make sense, because just the way that he plays. I more think like, I mean, I feel like the Cavs can't do it. I feel like LeBron has to go somewhere else, honestly, just because.
You don't think they could bring in one more guy, say like a Blake Griffin? Then you'd have LeBron, Blake, Kyrie, Love.
Yeah, I don't think that their cap space, I mean, especially when they're paying like Tristan Thompson a shitload, and I think they made mistakes like getting like Kyle, like they got a bunch of like pointless players.
Paying
like
LeBron
Darren
$800
Williams
million.
Yeah, well, they get like Darren Williams and they get like Kyle Korver, and they're actually like in the game playing, you know.
Yeah.
But I just don't see it. I feel like it's like he needs to be with somebody on his level, you know. Like you're literally there's a team with two of the probably best 3 players in the league on their team, and then probably 4 of the top 10 players with fucking. Green and whatever the other shooter guy, I forget his name.
You got Draymond, Klay Thompson, Curry, Durant, and then a bunch of role players.
Not just role. I mean, they're not role players. Fucking Andre Iguodala, like he used to when he played for the 76ers.
He was a star, yeah.
Yeah, when Allen Iverson left, like he was the fucking guy, like, and he's still good, you know. And like,
what's his name?
Like
the
Livingston,
dude that plays point, the big tall dude that can make a 10-footer from anywhere, real lanky guy.
David West.
No. He plays point.
Oh, Livingston.
Yeah,
Livingston.
Yeah.
That fucker doesn't miss.
Yeah,
and
he
it's
doesn't.
Like, it's. I think it. People want to argue and say like LeBron going to the Heat, you know, is the reason why this happened, but that's the most bullshit thing I've ever heard in my fucking life. Like, the Heat were not good. The Heat were not the best team literally ever record-wise, and then added arguably the best, you know, second best player in the league. Like, it ruins the game. Like, I mean, I know that, like, the cap space allows it, but still, it's really not. I don't even know if I'll watch Game 4. And actually, if it's this weekend, I won't watch it because I'll be gone, but it's just... I've always been like a big LeBron fan, you know, so wherever he goes, I'm a fan of. But the dude literally can't. He's playing out of his mind. He's averaging a triple-double.
Yeah, he said they were saying something about, do you have fatigue? And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm averaging a triple-double.
Yeah, no, he is. But that's the other thing. Like, people are all on Kevin Durant's nuts, which have always liked Kevin Durant. You know, I think that him going to Golden State was kind of stupid, but I mean, if he wants to get his championship, but I've always liked him. People are like, oh my gosh, Kevin Durant is killing him. Well, no fucking shit. Yeah. Like, you guys have the best offensive team ever. You know, they're going to be fucking tired from guarding you. Like, everybody on your team can stroke the ball. Like, you have three of the probably 4 best shooters in the fucking game on your damn team. Like, no shit, he is tired. Like, he's trying to do everything and some, you know? I mean, if Kevin Durant was on any other, like, if he was even on the Cavs, which I think would probably still get beat by the Golden State Warriors if Kevin Durant was on the Cavs, you know, like, he would not be playing like this because he'd be fucking having to guard people like crazy. Like, think about all the people on the Cavs that literally don't need to be guarded. Like, Tristan Thompson, he scored, 0 points in 2 out of the 3 games.
Darren Williams,
you don't gotta
0 for 12.
You don't got to guard that guy. You don't got to guard Darren Williams. I mean, Kyle Korver hasn't been done shit, and he's, like, supposed to be their, you know, 3-point expert, but no shit, he's fucking tired. Like, I don't understand it. Like, Durant's out there playing fresh, basically. He doesn't have to guard people as hard as, like, the Cavs have to guard them.
No, he gets to play offense.
Yeah.
Then go sit down, have somebody come in, wear out LeBron, and then come back in and score some more. I mean,
exactly.
It's the era of super teams, though. You're not going to see it there. I mean, I'm assuming these dudes are going to stay together for a while, and hell, they could string together 2, 3, 4 if they do and don't get injuries, unless somebody.
Yeah, that's why LeBron he's got to. I mean, I can't even think of a team that he could even go to right now that's put together. You know, maybe like it would never fucking happen, but like the Pelicans, you know, like that would be like his only chance to like go to a team. So whatever he does, you know, he needs Not just one dude. Even if actually it would be fucking cool if he went to Chicago. That would be a pretty solid team. But other than
Philadelphia
that,
is like super young, but trying to stack up all their young guys. What about LeBron? This is going to sound stupid. What about LeBron with the Spurs and Kawhi Leonard? And
I was
LaMarcus
also thinking
Aldridge?
that's literally like the only way he could. I mean, he's all about championships, and that's actually what I was thinking the other day. If they could make it happen, they don't even need Aldridge. He kind of fucking sucks. I mean, he could. I guess they have to take him, but I mean, they could probably add somebody else. But yeah,
Kawhi Leonard's
literally
baller, dude.
probably
Defense and offense.
Yeah, well, just think about LeBron on a team that actually plays, like, everybody plays defense, and there's not just a bunch of fucking old guys. But, I mean, if he wants to, there's no way if this Golden State Warriors team stays the way they are that anybody's going to beat them.
Nope.
They fucking had the best record ever last year, and they just added Kevin Durant. Like, there's literally no way.
And they're about to go 16-0 in the playoffs.
Yeah. How is that good for basketball?
Well, it starts dynasties, which people can root for or against. But I promise you, there's going to be moves this summer. Teams are going to try to super stack, and one of the reasons the Golden State Warriors can do it, doesn't Steph Curry take a cut? I'm pretty sure I've seen
he doesn't have a max contract.
Yeah, and he's not worried about it. He wants rings. So
yeah, because he's been rich his whole life.
Exactly. But LeBron, I don't see LeBron taking a cut. Honestly, maybe he will. Maybe he'll get salty enough and be like, you know what? I need to do this.
I mean,
who would a third be? Who would they bring in? Spurs, you got Kawhi Leonard at shooting guard. Or doesn't he play? Does he play shooting guard? Or he plays small forward?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So LeBron at power forward, Kawhi at small forward, and then you bring in Chris Paul.
What's his name? Yeah, Chris Paul or Paul George.
That's power forward. That's LeBron.
Yeah, but positions don't matter.
Chris Paul, Kawhi Leonard, and LeBron.
Hey, maybe that's what they do in LA. They
tried to get Chris Paul. The league turned down the trade.
Get Chris Paul, get Paul George, and LeBron.
Jeez.
Then there is something popped up the other day with rumblings that LeBron might go to LA because they got young players, and then they can add some fucking. I mean, that's the only way he's gonna win. If he's all about championship, his team needs to change because these fuckers are not beating the Golden State Warriors.
No, if their stuff's tied up in Cleveland where they don't have cap room, Cleveland, he's not gonna win any more championships as long as this Golden State team. I think it's the Spurs. I think nobody would see it coming.
I would be cool with that.
That would be awesome.
That would be. Yeah, but the only thing that would suck is they wouldn't play in the finals, but whatever.
Oh, yeah, they wouldn't, would they?
Yeah, but neither if he went to LA, they wouldn't play in the finals either, but I guarantee if he went to the Spurs and they played in like the Western Conference Finals, like it would probably get better ratings than the final.
Well, it would be the finals because nobody out of the East is going to even come close. What do you got, Boston and Chicago? Yeah, that shit's not going to happen.
Fuck that.
There, we talked about sports for 20 minutes.
Yeah, Jesus, that kind of just came out of nowhere.
I know. We're a sports podcast. What else is going on? You're probably going away for the weekend like you usually do, right? Today's my birthday. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday. Fuck. I told you that off screen. I didn't know, but yeah, shit. But I'm going to do a guy's weekend, or like a guy's golf weekend, kind of. I'm going with my brother-in-law and his cousin. And we're just taking our trailer and fucking parking it, and 2-round Saturday and par 3-course Sunday, and getting some free time, no kids. The wife went on her trip a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
I got to go on mine.
Where are you guys going to golf at?
It's just on the other side of the mountains in Washington. It's called like Crescent Bar. It's that's where we're staying, and then they got a handful of golf courses, and I think one's kind of ghetto, and one looks pretty nice. I haven't ever golfed there before, but just kind of looking to get fucked up. And
it's not really about golf. It's just about getting fucked up.
Well, we're playing the nice round Saturday morning, so we're not going to be drinking at a fucking 7:50 tee time. I mean, lots of people are going to say, why? Well, because I think it's like $100 tee time.
So that one's the
So-
serious round.
Yeah, so you might as well play somewhat serious.
Yeah.
And then, and also I don't want to get fucked up and have to drive back to the campsite. And our second round's at like 2, where we'll probably have some more beers and shit and go from there.
Yeah, the Sunday one will probably be a shit show, the par 3.
Yeah, well, the thing is, we were gonna play a full round, and then we're like, fuck. Then we're gonna play a 4 or 5 hour round and get back super late home on Sunday. And then my thought was like, we're probably gonna be pretty hungover, from
Sunday's
Saturday.
gonna be rough.
Like, we ain't gonna play no fucking full round of golf. So that was kind of my theory. Was we'll just play a short par 3, and most likely what happens is, if we get extra, like if this place is cool and good vibes and we're drinking a bunch, like we'll probably get too fucked up and say, hey, fuck playing at like 8 in the morning.
Sleep in.
Yeah, or something.
So I got a
groggy
tweet
and
from a
shit.
dude said, "Happy birthday to someone who shares the same birthday with him, Donald Duck, Michael J. Fox, Johnny Depp, and Natalie Portman." I guess all their birthdays
Whoa.
are on June 9th as well.
Donald Duck, huh?
Donald fucking Duck, man. I actually like the Michael J. Fox one myself.
Oh yeah.
Back to the Future. Yeah, we're having a birthday party tonight, pool party, and we're doing chicken and waffles and dirt cake. Tried to change it up a little bit.
Chicken. I've only had chicken and waffles once in my. Well, I don't even know if I had chicken and waffles. But we went to it. Remember when we were in L.A. and we went to that chicken and waffle place?
Yeah, did you eat it?
I don't think so.
That was Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles?
Yeah,
The
something like that.
popular place, yeah. Yeah, that was the first time
Yeah.
I've ever eaten it.
But remember that place that was right under the place we were staying? That had like Belgian waffles or
Yep.
something?
Yep.
It was like just a super low-key place,
Yeah.
but their food was amazing.
Amazing, yeah. Yeah, we're doing the
Yeah,
chicken and waffles. And I'm a huge dirt cake guy. You ever had dirt cake?
No.
It's like cream cheese, chocolate pudding, crushed Oreo, Cool Whip, and it looks like
okay.
dirt.
Yeah, okay,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I love when people put cream cheese on shit. Like,
Fuck yeah, cream cheese is great.
I don't know. Do you ever sometimes I'll just do, what you do is you take strawberries, cream cheese, and brown, no, it's not cream cheese, but I do love cream cheese. But you take strawberries, and it sounds kind of weird, sour cream and brown sugar. So you dip the strawberry in the sour cream, and then you dab it in the brown sugar.
So you've got
It's
like a
fucking
sweet
amazing.
and tart type
Yeah,
vibe?
well, you kind of don't even taste the sour cream is, you really don't really taste it that much,
You could put cream cheese in the place of it, probably.
Yeah, that would probably be overload of like sweetness. But yeah, you should try that sometimes. Fucking, I was doing like this thing where I was trying not to like eat massive portions, but then I'm like, fuck, we got strawberries. Oh shit, sour cream, and I see some brown sugar, and I just ate the whole thing of strawberries. But I'm like, fuck it, there's strawberries.
Dude, I'll go up there and like just grab a tortilla wrap, just like a flour tortilla, and I'll just smear cream cheese on it, put it in the microwave for 10 seconds, and just eat it.
Damn.
Fucking shit's good.
Actually, that's not that weird, because we'll when we go to like Death Valley and stuff, like riding, we just take tortillas, cream cheese, but then we'll throw like a slice of cheese and like some type of lunch meat on it.
Some
and,
sharp
like,
cheddar.
Just throw it in a bag, and we make like 5 of those, and
Yep.
we'll be gone all day riding, and it's like, cool, I'll just snag one of these. Like cream cheese, I could do cream cheese.
Yeah, you do cream
any
cheese
day.
on almost anything. I was just now thinking I could probably smear cream cheese on a steak and it'd be all right to me.
Yeah, when we were, I went to Washington State University for like a weekend back when I was in like college, and I'd never even heard of it. I've only had a hot dog one way my whole life with like ketchup on it. So we're doing like these street vendors, and like when a street vendor, like a nice hot dog with fucking cream cheese on it and like onions, oh my God.
Yeah, we can put cream cheese on anything.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Yeah, I'm hungry too. I'm going to wait though. I want chicken and waffles. I want to be hungry for it. I'm heading to LA on Monday. Got E3. Going to go play Call of Duty World War II.
Ooh, what do you got? You got to do anything for it in any form of contract or anything?
No, I'm just going to play. Going to check
I'm
it out.
excited about this one.
There's a lot of changes. Create a class is gone. They are
Really?
Yeah, it's called divisions now. I guess it's going to be more like Battlefield. There's like 5 divisions. Like you could be in the the Armory division or I don't remember what they are, but they're divisions where you can like rank up and stuff. And now there's people talking about they think that it could be going to like 5v5 in competitive. Like,
wow.
Yeah, like more along the lines of your bigger games. And shit.
I haven't really read shit on it, but they're definitely I mean, I'll always be attached to Call of Duty, you know, with kind of just what I do and shit. And when they started doing all this like future stuff, that just was the most massive boner kill. Like my favorite Call of Duty game, I mean, I was probably best at Call of Duty 4, but actually I was fucking really good at World at War too.
World at War was the shit, dude.
Yeah, that was the fuck. I mean, there's no bullshit flying shit like crazy that you would always get fucked up by. I mean, the dogs were kind of gay, but you could still shoot those. I mean, it wasn't just completely overthought. And I mean, just all this super futuristic stuff.
Oh, Infinite Warfare
able to,
gives me a headache even trying to keep up with it, dude. Every gun, like there's guns that you can have a nuke attachment on the gun. There's guns that you can...
A nuke?
Yeah. Yeah, you can get guns in Infinite Warfare that have a nuke attached to them. So if you get 25 kills with a gun, you get a nuke. There's guns that give you bonus groin damage. If you shoot somebody in the nuts, you get more damage. I mean, it's insane.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah. So the 5 divisions: Airborne, first to the fight, where you move fast, stay quiet. Mountain, focusing on precise, deadly sharpshooting. I'm assuming that's sniper. Infantry, be the tip of the spear. Armored, bringing the heaviest firepower and expeditionary force, packing heat with incendiary shells, which is like a bomb guy, maybe C4. Yeah. It looks cool, dude.
So you can't, I mean, so you just upgrade.
You're still going to be able to create your class within that, but I think it's going to be limited. Like if you pick infantry, I think there's only certain like assault rifles and SMGs and stuff you can use. If you pick armored, you probably can't use like SMGs and stuff. You're still going to be able to create within, I think, but it makes it more where you have to kind of own up to that division of what you're doing. It's going to be cool. I think it's going to be cool.
No, I'm excited just because I just fucking hated like, so with the whole like futuristic stuff, I hadn't played for a couple years or probably like a year or whatever, and I hopped into like the futuristic games. I was like so behind the curve, like why the fuck, like I'm not used to aiming up in the air to shoot somebody, you know? Like I haven't played, you know, for a long time, and now I'm just hopping on this hoping I can just be like old times, and it's like people are flying, it's baseball sliding everywhere, like I just couldn't. It wasn't fun because people were so ahead of the curve, even people that were around the same level of one as me, you know? And I was just kind of like, I played it for 15 minutes. I'm like, yep, this is gay.
Well,
and
it's also the learning curve. I mean, there's literally like you have kill streaks, and then you have specialty abilities where you can turn into like a robot cheetah and run on walls, and it's too much. It's time to simplify.
Oh yeah, the running on walls. Fuck that too.
Yeah. Well, there's even one. Get this. There's a DLC map in Infinite Warfare that has gravity magnets where you can literally jump up and it will flip you upside down and stick you to this thing, and then you're shooting everybody upside down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Call of Duty.
Cool. But at the same time, though, if you think about it, it's like where else can you go with it, though?
Back.
You know?
Back to the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but they've had that, you know. Yeah. They've had. I mean, I wonder. Like, I feel like no matter, like, there has to be a point where it's gonna hit like
a wall.
Stone Age times, you know. Like, what are they gonna in 5 years? They're gonna go back to the future stuff. Like, it doesn't.
Dude, if they want to go off the reservation, I did a video. Like, I did the top 10 Call of Duty titles that will never happen. You could literally do, have you ever seen that Ark game, Survival? Or think about Far Cry, or, you could go back to Stone Age. There was a Roman Call of Duty that never, somebody started it, but it never got anywhere. You could be like in the gladiator times, or the Romans or Spartans.
Well, there's that game, that we used to play, like the spears and shit.
Yeah.
What game was that? Medieval something.
Not For Honor, the original one where we used to. I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
we played that.
Hell yeah!
But it was on PC. But yeah, I mean, I would like to. They're kind of scared just because there's so much money in like guns and shit, you know. But that would be so awesome if it was like For Honor, like kind of like that. Like, there's got to be a fucking castle one, man. There has to be.
I think there will be
shit.
once they hit a wall and they say we can't go any more World War. We can't go any more modern. We definitely can't go into the future. I think then they'll say, you know what? Let's broaden this. Or, you know, even a Civil War one would be cool to me.
Yeah.
Like with
that would be sweet.
Muskets and shit like that. I think that'd be cool. But the Roman one, or even going back to like dinosaur age, bring it on, dude. That would be I would love it.
What would be cool is if maybe not like the setting and time of the game, but like imagine like just fucking with the gameplay of the game. So imagine you know, so that new game that everybody's playing where it's almost like Hunger Games for the PC. I don't know if,
Battlegrounds Unknown.
Yeah. So like stuff like that. What if they just incorporated, you know, something like that in a large scale battle?
That has to
like
come. That's Battle Royale.
That would be awesome. Or even just like, okay, say like a Civil War game. You know, you always think of the Civil War like two sides like clashing, you know, at a fucking meeting point.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't have like the proper weapons and ammunition, you know, like they do nowadays. So like now you can just sit back and fucking pop people, you know. But imagine if that'd be so sweet if you just like the battle starts.
You have to scavenge.
Like we'll just like the battle starts and there's like trenches. And you gotta pick your way. Like most of the time it's like these highly like way too detailed maps with, you know, all this shit. But what if it was just an open battlefield with nothing but trenches and you got 50 on 50, you know, and you just fucking battle it out, you know, you get like 5 lives. Like that would be awesome.
They're going to have to do it. And you know what? There's a new game mode called War, which we've seen in the past, but I don't know what it's going to be. We're going to find out next week, but I mean, Battle Royale is hot. H1Z1, the Battlegrounds, that's what's hot, man. That shit is blowing up. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that they give us a Battle Royale format game mode where it's like called War and it's literally exactly what you just said. And you have to go in, you have to scavenge, you have to
like
get
Hunger
weapons.
Games.
Yeah.
Like that
would that bring you back?
So
would you become a Call of Duty channel on YouTube?
Well,
even if you were trolling people?
Possibly, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
I think you have to start out butt naked. Like you're just ass naked. You got nothing. You got to go get some pants. You got to go get just like H1Z1. You got to get a helmet. You got to get a backpack.
So like cool. the Battleground game, I played it a little bit, but the only reason I didn't keep playing it is because it wasn't set up for. I mean, I had it mapped through my controller, but I couldn't do everything correctly. And I mean, I just can't do the keyboard stuff. I play most of my things on PC, but I have a Xbox One controller.
It's hard for me too.
But the game was fucking awesome. It was just, I mean, just cruising around with your squad and fucking, you know, going for miles and just kind of hanging out and like, it was awesome. You know, besides like, I mean, Call of Duty, I liked the like close encounter action pack stuff, but I mean, when you're fucking hunkered down in a house and you see a squad of like 4 people coming, and you're like, "Holy shit! Like, what the fuck do I do?"
Did you watch it on? It was on TNT or TBS the other day. Yeah, the King of the Hill Challenge, H1Z1, I think, and it was 64 teams, and they were all in this big circle, like in real life, they were all in a big circle together. And it was just a battle royale. It lasted like an hour and a half. And it came down to, you know how the gas comes in?
So you're talking about the... I haven't played that one.
Well, one of them has gas come in. So, like, you can't just go hide in the corner of this huge-ass map. Gas starts to take over the entire map.
Okay, so I think it's Battlegrounds.
Okay.
So
and it forces you all
It might
together.
be. I don't know. Yeah, in Battlegrounds, there's like it'll show the radar and then it'll show like everything starting to close in.
Yeah. Dude, it was fun to watch. Like one team, they just went and laid down on a roof for like 30 minutes, and you've got other teams driving around in Jeeps and shit together. It was crazy. It was really crazy.
Yeah, and it's not like it wasn't like overpowered, like
hell no.
You couldn't just shoot somebody across the fucking valley,
Yeah.
You'd have to kind of like wait for him to get close. And using the controller, I didn't really have an opportunity to like comfortably shoot somebody. But like I was just like in this house, I'm like, well, like I was playing with my brother and his friend who play all the time, and I'm like, dude, they're fucking coming. Like, like we need to do something.
Have like bandages and food and get a helmet and shit.
I mean, yeah, like nowadays it's hard to like really get me like excited about. I mean, I was excited about it, but at the same time, it just wasn't really working for me because of the controller. But I was like, holy shit! Like I felt like I was like truly, like in survival mode. Like I just see these dudes, just slowly creeping through the grass out when I'm inside and I'm inside and they're walking through like a field, and I'm like, fuck, like doing everything for them not to like see you. Like,
yep.
I got some good adrenaline rush.
I told you about the campaign for World War II, right? You don't self-heal. You actually have to call a medic over. Just like it would have been. They have to shoot you up with morphine or whatever. And you can't just run around and pick up ammo. You actually have to call for magazines and stuff from your squad mates.
Okay, so that's kind of what I was saying. Like there's really not much they can do setting wise anymore. They need to change like the gameplay mechanics and if that's just like adding like game types or even like stuff like that, like making it more realistic. Like if they keep taking steps towards like the more realistic phase, like that's what fucking got me about these futuristic ones. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Like there's no way, like even. I know it's the future, but there's no way that these are how people are going to fight on the battlefields. It's like,
right.
It was just like, and I like things that are more realistic, that's why I don't follow like FouseyTube and shit. But yeah, I'll give this one a try. The only thing that sucks is just like, it's like I said, it's tough to get me going on gaming stuff. Like,
did you see Jake Paul's music video? It's every day, bro.
Yeah, I didn't watch his music video. I watched Ethan's take on it, but like, I mean, it just shows you where we're at, dude.
Point. With the following, you can get to number 2 on the iTunes chart with absolute dog shit.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Like, you can't knock fucking what is Jake Paul?
Yeah,
you can't really knock him for that. Like he's been a massive douchebag since like tons of people have been I'm sure he's a douchebag before. Actually, so somebody tweeted out, they're like, it was on Reddit where it's like, yeah, when people say like your bully in high school will be a loser, like after high school or something.
Yep.
And some dude was like, Jake Paul was literally my bully in high school.
In 5th grade, and my mom said he'd never amount to anything.
Yeah. But I mean, the dude is a massive fucking tool douche. But I mean, like, we don't understand because I mean, he's got like a Nickelodeon following, so it's kind of hard for us to be like, why the fuck is he acting like this, But like the Nickelodeon following was like, oh my god, like this is fucking awesome.
Oh, they loved it.
And then the other thing I don't fully understand, like, I know I've never done it myself, like where you're supposed to give a name for your following, like PewDiePie will call him like his bros.
I can't. Team Chaos. I'm in that cringy group. I can't help it.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of like YouTube 101. You make your fans feel like they're part of something. Yeah. And it makes sense. I've just never done it because I'm like, what? Like, I'm just kind of weird about it. I don't.
You're
even
weird.
Like,
you don't really like doing what everybody else does.
Yeah, I don't like saying like, hey, yeah, you're my fan. Like,
yeah, you would have deemed them as like Kyle's faggots or something.
Yeah, no, I always make a point to like call them viewers. Like, hey, yeah, thanks for watching.
But that's not true. They are fans. You legit have fans. Obviously,
no, I know that. Yeah, I mean, I know that, but it's just, to me, it just like, I'm like not like, I'm not the type of dude, even when I was in like my peak would ever want to go to events and be like, hey, what's up? Like everybody come on, look at me, like something that FouseyTube would do.
Yep.
I keep bringing him up, but like, I don't really, as weird as it sounds, like I in my videos and stuff, I talk and like here I'm talking, but I'm really not like the most like social, like look at fucking me type guy, and I mean, it's probably a big reason why I don't do YouTube. I mean, I have other avenues, and YouTube was awesome, but at the same time, it was like I don't like fucking just. I did it to make a different living for myself, but then after it kind of like settled in, I'm like, this is kind of funky, like just putting everything out there. But I kind of forgot where I was going. Oh, so the whole like name thing. It's just like he calls his followers Jake Paulers.
Jake Paulers.
Like, who in the fuck literally. Like, if anybody ever told me, like, yeah, I'm a Jake Pauler. I mean, if I was into, like, child abuse, I would punch that fucker right in the face. Like, if you come up and say, I'm a Jake Pauler, like, that is just, like, the ultimate dick ride. Like, hey, I'm an MTDer. Like, what the fuck are you talking? Like, even if somebody was, like PewDiePie's fan, and they're like, yeah, I'm a bro. I'd be like, dude, you're fucking gay. That's what, like, I mean, but that's also coming from me. But
yeah.
I mean, Team Chaos that's not terrible.
Well, it's just, it's generic. I mean, there's so many team whatever, but it's all like, it was a long time ago, and it's what I came up with. And there are people that say, I'm part of Team Chaos. I support Team Chaos. And
yeah, I mean, that's just more just like basically that's just saying they support you,
Yeah.
It's like if you're going to go around calling yourself a Jake Pauler, then that's just fucking weird.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Like,
but once again, it shows if you have a social media following in today's day and age, you can be rich off of dog shit, because that video was dog shit. It was dog shit.
I only saw the.
It didn't even make sense, dude. What's a God church with the Disney Channel flow? Yeah. And then, like, he would say, I guess his team is T10, Team 10. There's 10 of them. And then when he would say, would he hold up 2 fingers for 11? It's just fucking stupid. And then he tweets at Kendrick Lamar and says, sorry, I'll give you your spot back when the Jake Paulers are done.
Oh, my God. The thing is, though, even though he probably didn't read that tweet. He's just like...
Oh, Kendrick Lamar doesn't give a shit about that, dude.
Like, some of the shit people do, like, maybe if there was no, like, track record on the dude, like, you'd be like, oh, yeah, this is, like, funny in, like, a I meant to be cringe type way. But, like...
I meant to be cool.
To be fully serious while doing something like that, like, I just don't understand. I don't understand, like most of the time when I do something, I think about it,
it's money,
to the best of my ability before, But the thing is, the thing is, he thinks when he made that, he thought it. That's what annoys me the most. Like, he thought that was cool. I understand you probably made a fuck ton of money, and he probably already had a fuck ton of money before that. But when he was making that, he literally thought he was cool doing it, and that's probably what annoys me like the most about it.
He's making that money.
Holy shit, what the fuck? Why are we talking? This was supposed to be a 30-minute show.
Yeah.
We're almost 45. This is like the best flowing one we've had. Fuck those guys.
Yeah, they ruin it. They don't have the Disney Channel flow.
Yeah, I've always thought, like, I mean, 4 people for a podcast is quite a bit of people.
Well, let's leave it up to the viewers. We'll vote one of them off. You guys want Burns gone, or do you want Colby gone, or do you want them both gone? And me and Kyle just talk about hot topics and sports and fucking Jake Paul and Call of Duty. Hell yeah, we're touching on everything.
Fuck yeah. Well, so before we started recording, Jimmy's like, "What are we gonna talk about?" And I'm like, the only thing I had in my mind, I was like, let's just make up some bullshit, whatever Burns is doing, and then fuck, I didn't foresee the whole 20-minute sports conference. I mean, I wonder if people are into that. I mean,
we'll find out.
Why not? I mean,
they're either going to tweet us this was the boringest shit we've ever listened to, or they're going to be like, that was fire.
Yeah, I mean, if it seemed kind of more like when it's just us 4, then like a lot of the time I'll just be sitting there and not really saying anything. Not a lot of the time, but some of the time I'll be sitting there not saying anything, and like, well, I better just come up with some fucking super out there, like, fucked up thing to
Burns
say.
bomb.
Yeah, I haven't done I didn't do a Burns mom joke, but I better lay off of that. I think he's starting to get a little salty about it. What is Burns? I mean, you've probably talked to him the most in the last few years, I would guess. Have you always kept in touch with him?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, there was a time where.
What does he do? What is he doing? Is that what you're going to ask?
I mean, I kind of got the gist of what he's doing, but like, did he go work anywhere? Like, is he just?
I think
hanging?
I think he's semi-retired, dude. No, I don't think he went and worked. I mean, he may have done some investment stuff or something like that, but I think when YouTube was done, he's just chilling.
Yeah, he just said.
Seriously,
he
chilling.
just said, "Fuck it."
I mean, I think he's pretty responsible with his money. Like, I think he put up an ass ton of money when Minnesota Burns took over YouTube, and I don't think he lives without. I think he lives within his means. Like, he's not like YouTubers you see out there in these fucking LA, like skylofts and shit or whatever. I think he's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Down to earth, like practical. I don't think he goes out and blows a lot of money or anything like that. So he's just chilling.
Yeah, well, he moved when we were back in the day. He moved into the apartment when we were all doing our thing, right?
Yeah.
And he still lives there, right?
Still there, I think. Pretty sure.
Yeah,
and he bought that car. He bought that BMW cash. Like,
oh yeah, that's right.
Back in the day. So yeah.
Sometimes I just wish like life. I mean, not saying like his life is simple. I don't know about his life, but sometimes don't you just wish like, fuck, man, like.
Dude, I wake up and there's literally 80 things on my agenda in my head every day. I know exactly what you mean. Just if it was simple.
Yeah, like it's kind of like I was just thinking of this morning, you know, because me and Jimmy were talking before the show. Like our life and everything is based off like these algorithms of YouTube and Facebook. Like, hey, life is good when the algorithms are in our favor, you know. But it's like anytime like shit fucking, you know, dips or something, and you're like, wait, what's going on here? Like, all right, now I got to figure out this, and then this. Like, I'm just sometimes I wish, and I mean, obviously. It's different you're gonna listen to me and say like, oh my God, Kyle, like you're like, what are you fucking talking about?
Be happy with your life, Kyle. What the fuck?
Yeah, but just like sometimes it's like, I wish I could just shut shit off. Yeah. Like I wish I could go to a job at 9:00, you know, and that's when I worry about that job when I get to that job. And then when it's 5:00, I don't fucking worry about it anymore. Like even it's not even the internet. It's just business, owning your business in general. So I was just talking to a buddy I saw at the hardware store who has a really successful, whatever you call people that move large amounts of dirt. Like he has a company.
Excavator.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's partially what he does, but I mean, he has like, and
they make some money, dude.
Yeah, he has like 120 employees, and I've seen his fucking Facebook. I've seen his house. He just bought like 20 acres, you know, in some nice area. Like the dude has a fucking shitload of money, probably much more money than I do. And his same fucking thing. I start talking to him, and we start talking about like, he knows what I do. I know what he does, and we start talking. And same fucking thing. He's like, yeah, I just need to not answer my phone at 7:00, 8:00 at night. Like, sometimes like that's what it's hard for people that haven't had their own business to really fully grasp like my fucking mind. Like from the time I wake up, from the time I go to sleep, I'm on my phone looking for the next thing to post or the next thing to the next idea to do. Like it's fucking endless. And it was fine with me when like things were happening to me that have never happened to me before, like especially like revenue wise. But I mean, everything soaks in eventually, and it's just kind of like, fuck, man. I just wish that 5:00, it not all the time, but I wish maybe like, hey, for the next week, 5:00 hits, then I don't worry about anything. But like my mind is like on the verge of like explosion sometimes when like trying to adjust to, different algorithms and things like that. Everything from your business stuff to your personal, to your kids, to your wife. You have to allow time, attention for everything. I mean, I'm not complaining at all. Before anybody says a word, I am in a spot that a lot of people don't get to be in. So I'm super humble. I'm always going to be humble and appreciative. But like you said, if there was one thing
one thing, and I've had a lot of jobs where it's the same thing. You have to take it home with you, being in like business, like management roles. But I've had some jobs in the past. Let's just go back after high school. Heat and air. I did heat and air installation. And I got there at 7 in the morning. We worked 12-hour days. We worked Monday through Thursday. We were off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we busted ass, worked 4 12s, and then we were off 3-day weekends every week. And you go in, you do your shit, and then when you leave, you don't hear from that company. You don't hear from anybody else until you go back Monday. And you forget how nice that is.
Yeah, and I mean, I know people aren't going to understand. And I mean, everything eventually like soaks in, you know, like when things change, like when I didn't have to work a 9 to 5 or whatever, you know, I was like, it's like, this is fucking awesome, you know, like, and then eventually it starts like, and you're basically just going off adrenaline for as long as you can. And then it's finally like, fuck, I just never stop thinking about this shit. Like I never stop, you know, browsing posting stuff on our website. Like I never stop browsing the internet to post stuff on my website. And I mean, so my wife gets home at 3:30 every day. You know, I'm sitting there trying to fucking hang out with my kids and her while browsing. Like it's more just me not being able to turn it off. Like and that's what's like if things are slow that day and you're used to having certain days, like you say, like revenue wise, then it's like, well, I can't fucking stop now. Like we haven't hit this goal. Yeah. You know, we haven't fucking hit it.
Or if it's low, why would I for some stupid fucking reason, you got to double time it to get where you want. Yeah,
exactly. And it's like, so like say you're sitting there at 8:30 or whatever you old people go to sleep at, 7:30 in bed, and Call of Duty comes out with a mind-blowing announcement. You know what you're going to do? You're not going to wait till the morning, because by the morning time, that's too late. You're fucking getting your ass up and you're making something on it. You know, I mean, that's just kind of like the way it goes. And then the same thing with us. If I'm sitting there in bed and I see a video or something and I'm like, holy shit, like,
got to get out of bed.
This is going to blow up, you know, like, fuck. I got to get out of bed, you know, and it's just kind of...
Dude, 8 o'clock at night, somebody tweets something out about something Call of Duty. There's been numerous times, or even later, I had to get up, go down. Not I had to. Once again, I don't want to make it sound like it's this hell on earth, but it's the whole not being... It's a 24-hour thing, to a degree.
Yeah. And I mean, I also would have preface it like you. Like, I'm not complaining. Right. It's just like... I mean, the life we live is different, you know.
Way different.
And it's more not even just it's just like being a business owner, you know. Like just think about this. If you work at Subway, you know, you go in there, you make sandwiches for 8 hours, you go home. Like just think about, you know, your boss, so like the manager, and then like the person that manages the manager, like they can't just come in 9 to 5 and do what they got to do, you know. They deal with fucking, hey, my wife, or not my wife, like, hey, an employee is sick. They call, 9 o'clock at night and say, hey, I'm not going to make it in tomorrow. You know, you gotta be the one that's like, fuck, how am I going to figure out somebody to work tomorrow? And then you got to call up this person. They don't answer. You got to call, it's just from that business owner perspective, like it's fucking just different. I mean, but you do get the perks of, seeing, your work that you put in is like reflected in things, like the revenue or, whatever you do basically. But so like, if I go in and I make sandwiches from 9 to 5, like that's just what I do. Like if I go make sandwiches hard that day, like it's not fucking reflected.
You're not seeing anything
as the end
bonus
result
out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I ain't bitching. I'm just saying, sounded like I was bitching, but
I think our people are pretty chill. I think they'll understand. And we almost made it to an hour, dude. What should we title this? Jimmy and Kyle don't need or Jimmy and Kyle have an epiphany? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Something with, I don't know. We hit every damn spectrum, man. We hit fucking video games,
Jake Paul, sports, work,
business.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Cryptocurrency.
Yeah. Oh yeah, crypto. So I follow a dude on Twitter, and I'm like, just out of nowhere, I randomly searched. He has like 150 followers, and I just started following him.
Is it
the
same dude or a different guy?
It's the same dude, not the same dude as you, but as the dude I was talking about last week, I think. But I'm like, fuck, this is my guy right here. Like, I'm gonna listen to him, whatever he says, yada yada yada. And he's like, I was messaging, talking to him, and he's like, man, you got a huge following. Like, you could take any cryptocurrency and like blow it up. But then I was thinking, I'm like, that's probably a good idea, just because how sensitive like the cryptocurrency market is. But then I was thinking, I'm like, I feel like cryptocurrencies and like especially like the smaller coins, like it's too complicated right now. Like, imagine trying to explain to somebody that has no clue what a crypto, like even a Bitcoin really is, to say, hey, like, go buy this coin.
Yeah, but
so
to go buy this coin, you need to go get a Coinbase account, buy Bitcoin, transfer that over to your Polynex account, use the Bitcoin to buy the coin. It's super confusing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm like, this would be so hard to like, and then that's if they get past the idea, like, wait, so you want me to buy a fucking fake coin,
a digital
with real
coin that
money?
doesn't exist?
Like what?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, dude. Like, I mean, if you had like 10,000 of these, you could be a millionaire one day. And then they're still just like, yeah, dude, you're fucking high as shit right now. But
go pawn off another pyramid scheme.
Yeah, I strongly recommend anybody that's listening to this, go do some research on Bitcoin, and then some of the other, what do they call them, like altcoins. Go do some research. Just search, what is Bitcoin?
What is Ethereum?
Yeah, what is Ethereum? Like Bitcoin projections. Like, if you truly want to make, let me see if I can put this. If you truly want to make an investment now that could seriously be, fuck, I mean, I don't want to.
Life-changing to a degree.
Like,
I mean,
yeah, you could make times multiplied by thousands.
Let's just do this. It's real simple. If you bought Bitcoin in 2008, and let's say you bought it, I don't know what the lowest it came in at, but we'll just say $20. Okay, if you bought Bitcoin in 2008 for $20 and you bought 500 of them, you invested, how much is that? $20 times that. You spent $10,000 and you're like, okay, I'm just going to put it aside. And you forgot about it or just left it there like a normal savings or retirement plan. You had 500 of them right now. That would be worth $1.4 million because it trades at $2,800 right now. So your $10,000 investment is worth $1.4 million. And it's just, and that was just Bitcoin.
Still going up.
Well, that's just Bitcoin. That now the whole cryptocurrency market and the altcoin, everything's starting to get attention. And the bigger it goes and the more attention, the bigger whales that see this with money that dive into this shit. And I think we're still in like the infantile stage of all of it. I mean, the CEO of not Scottrade, Fidelity. The CEO of Fidelity said by the end of the year, they will have a spot on your dashboard for your regular investment dashboard where you can go look at your cryptocurrency or investments. You realize how big that is? You realize how many old farts are going to log in and be like, what is that? Why is that on my dashboard?
The second that they put that in there, and then I mean, so basically how these currencies work is the more people that buy into Bitcoin, the higher the price is. Yeah. And there's rumblings now. I mean, there's already tons of people on board. There are places you could even buy shit with Bitcoin. But once it's adapted by, the world or even large like economies, like China, US, like fully adapted, like they project by 2030 that the Bitcoin could be anywhere between $100,000 a pop or $1 million. And I mean, if you think about it now, like the risk of you spending to buy even half a Bitcoin for $1,400 or for $1,900 or whatever, not 1,900, but fucking 1,400, the risk. Say, hey, so what I'm telling my family right now is like, get yourself a fucking half Bitcoin or one Bitcoin. Just fucking do it. Just buy it
and forget about it.
I know. Yeah, just buy even a quarter of a Bitcoin, and then when 10 years come by, you're gonna say, fuck, I should have bought one. But like lots of people, I know that like $1,400 or $2,800 seems like a lot of money to most people, and I would just strongly recommend slowly save some money, buy yourself one Bitcoin, and even 5 years from now, the price of it could be times 10. I mean, there's really like no limit to it, and the more people that adapt it, the more that this price of the Bitcoin is going to skyrocket.
Well, it's
and
the birth of a whole new stock market is what is happening right now.
Yeah,
that's what's happening.
And I guess we can give us a slight gist of even what a Bitcoin like. So basically, what it is the Bitcoin and all these coins. They make it easier to transfer funds. Basically, is like the gist of it. It takes the banks out of the equation. Say you want to send money to somebody in China, if they have Bitcoin and we have Bitcoin, you guys can trade Bitcoins directly to that person rather than putting that money inside your bank and getting these just ridiculous fees, and then 7 days later, after all these fees, that person in China gets your money. Basically, it's what do they call it? A blockchain. So basically,
Bitcoin's a currency. The other ones, Ethereum and a lot of those others, are your blockchain technology, which they can be used for any application. They can be used for gambling sites. They can be used for real estate. Toyota just signed up with Ethereum to use their technology to make their driverless cars. I mean, banks, you name it.
Yeah, and I'm still like kind of new to it, and I I just kind of fucked it up. But at the end of the day, get yourself a fucking Bitcoin.
There you go.
And if you regret it, sorry. Shit happens, shit goes down, shit's fucked. I don't care.
That's it. We made it. We did it. We don't need
Hopefully
them.
my audio's good. All right, guys. Well, hey, it was good seeing you at the Kyle Jimmy Show. Yeah, that's what we'll just call it, the Kyle Jimmy Show. Fuck it.
That's what I'm going to title it too, the Kyle and Jimmy Show.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Hey, what if people just go nuts over it? We just add another show that's just me and him, and then Colby and
we just
Burns
slowly
can do
phase
theirs.
them out. We'll be like, oh, it's okay, guys. We'll keep you on, and then we'll just kind of miss the next podcast, and we'll be like, oh, we can't make it, and then we'll go record our own.
Okay. Fuck, we should just record. I'm gonna be gone. We'll let him back in.
All right.
But then we'll just add another one on Mondays, like the Monday breakdown.
All right, guys. Tweet us if you want to. We'll be watching. Goodbye.
Oh, hold on. Somebody got the answer right for that for Colby's sound. But we'll let Colby do that next week.
Okay, yeah. Let's wait on that.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye.